Podcasting from St. Louis, Missouri, this is Functional Wellness with Dr. Alison, your information and inspiration hub for all things health, wellness, and functional medicine. Your host, Dr. Alison Goggin, has been practicing functional medicine for over 11 years. She is passionate about finding root causes and solutions for gut health, hormone balance, anxiety, and autoimmune conditions. Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are talking about healing hormones, and I really wanted to share what I've been doing to help myself and what you can do to help you if you're struggling with difficult periods, painful periods. And I've been working on healing my hormones for a few months now. I'm going to share that story here and be specific, and hopefully it can help guide you on your journey as well. So in July of 2020, I was in and out of hospitals trying to get help for my ulcerative colitis. There's so much to share about what happened here, but essentially I went from having mild colitis in one very small section of my gut to full-blown end stage, gut is dead, no one can help you, serious issues in about 4 months. So in that time period, I lost about 40 pounds in 3 weeks. It was really serious. I was in incredible pain. Nobody would help me. And it affected not only my gut, but every part of my body was affected. Because my body shut down and lost so much weight and was literally dying, my period stopped. And periods stop because your body's trying to protect yourself. You lost weight, there's hormone imbalances, there's lots of reasons, but it is very protective. And your body will try and conserve energy anywhere it can. And one of those ways is stopping your period. So after my gut started healing, and I was saved by medication, my period did finally come back after a few months. And it was very easy, it was very light, it was painless. So I was really excited. I thought, oh, this is it. But this year, February, everything started to go downhill. I had my personal philosophy on why that happened, what was going on in our society, who I was exposed to, and what they were doing with their bodies. But I can't say anything specifically about that. So I'm just going to share my story here. So at that point, my cycles became excruciatingly painful. My pain medication that I use for my colitis was not working, did not help, it didn't touch the pain. I was just curled up in bed for days, trying to just what felt like stay alive. My flow was 50 times heavier than what it was. It lasted for a week instead of the 3 days that I was used to. I had to take days and days off of work. I couldn't leave the house. I had to take time to recover. I had to take time to fix the anemia. And of course, my mood was horrible, right? The PMS kicked in. The insomnia was horrible. No one wanted to be around me. And now my cycle is so much lighter, is back to only 3 days, almost painless, virtually painless. My mood has shifted significantly, which is wonderful because my husband and I used to joke about day 17 of my cycle being my freak out day, my panic attack day, like my hormones just in a snap shifted. I would just be pure angry. Everyone was miserable, and he would go out and get me like a bottle of wine, some chocolate, my Pringles, all my comfort food, send me to bed. And now it doesn't happen anymore at any point in my cycle, and it's just wonderful. So what did I do? The first thing I did wrong is I didn't test my hormones. For me, I already knew what was going on because I've been struggling with hormones and really just painful periods and clotting for basically my whole life. I was diagnosed with endometriosis, but they didn't find any a long time ago. And everyone just looked at me like I was crazy. So I really had to figure out this journey on my own. So of course, number one, I always recommend testing, whether you do blood, saliva, urine, pick one, stick with it. Across the board, the tests don't usually correlate. So I run blood tests and then saliva tests on people, and they give me opposite answers. So if you're basing your tests, if you're basing your treatment off of your tests, like you're taking bioidenticals or something like that, I would strongly recommend just picking one type of testing and sticking with it. But if you're looking just for more information, any tests like the Dutch test or the saliva test would be perfect for you. So second was focusing on my foods. I was eating way too many carbs, way too many veggies, and eating too little fat. And so I was upsetting my colitis and not helping my hormones. So the first thing I did, of course, was increase my fat and my protein intake, decrease my carbs. I'm already dairy free because of the colitis, but cutting out gluten officially was really important. I basically went back to keto style eating and really sticking with my carnivore diet, which has always helped my gut and hormones. The major thing is that I stopped drinking alcohol. I wasn't drinking that much compared to where I used to drink, but I was still having wine. I was still indulging there. And so I made it a goal to just not drink alcohol. And I put it on my daily checklist as my daily goal that I wasn't going to drink alcohol at all. And it helped a lot with my liver, with how I felt in the morning, of course, with headaches, with hormones, with my skin. Everything was fantastic. So cutting out the inflammatory things that affect your gut, your hormones, your health is going to be really important. Estrogen is highly sensitive to inflammation. So if you are increasing your inflammation with food and alcohol, you're going to directly impact your hormones. So you have to focus on that first, okay? The next thing that was really important is focusing on my hormone supplements again. I fell out of my daily practice because I was so focused on healing my gut, and then all the symptoms that came with it that I kind of forgot I have all these supports for my hormones as well. So the things that I take include mainly standard process right now, because they have the organ-based supplements, and I found that resetting the DNA and the processes from the organs is so much better than trying to tweak hormones and hope that it works. Like, this is getting to the root cause of things. So I take Simplex F to support my entire endocrine system. I take Chase Tree to improve my progesterone levels. Now, for me, I have cystic ovaries, so Ovex P from Standard Process helps calm down the cystic issues, calms down the pain, pain with ovulation, pain with sex, pain with periods, all of that. And then Utrophin from Standard Process also calms down the uterine lining. It improves blood flow, it increases blood flow in a healthy way. So you're resetting your lining every single month. When you have clotting or brown blood, or sometimes it looks black, that's a sign that you're not releasing all of your uterine lining like you should. It's your body's holding on to it, and that's going to cause pain, inflammation, uterine lining inflammation. So you want to make sure that you're getting rid of it. And those drastically improved my pain, the flow, everything like that. For my patients, I do add in specific progesterone and estrogen support, sometimes even refer out for testosterone if it's needed. But that is so person specific that I'm not going to sit here and say, all right, everyone needs to take progesterone. No, we can't say everyone and then put them into a story about hormones. Everyone needs different support. So don't jump out and buy progesterone or go and get testosterone shot. It's not going to help. It's not going to do anything for you. Find a professional, work with someone like me who's going to help you with your testing, with your support, with your supplements. Make sure you're doing the right thing for your body, okay? I also went really heavy on reincorporating my essential oils, so using Claricalm every single day, swiping it from hip to hip. I'm pretty good about taking Copaiba every single day. These are things that I just leave in my bathroom. So when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, oh yeah, essential oils, and just get it done all at once. I started re-including DDR Prime, which is an amazing cellular blend. They have it as an oil, but also as a supplement. So I just take the supplement. And then the Yarrow Palm capsules are also awesome for balancing hormones, supporting them, and also supporting the gut, the skin. It does everything, of course, but specifically for hormones, it's been a major support. Body work has also been a major factor in this. So I do see a pelvic floor physical therapist. Now she also does visceral and organ work. So she has helped improve blood flow everywhere. And she does external work on my abdomen, and she is highly trained in organ support. So we were going through my treatment about how lymph and blood and inflammation play such an important factor in fertility and hormones and painful periods and gut health. So calming down the body from a bodywork perspective, improving the central nervous system and how it talks to the body. So vagus nerve work can also be done through physical therapy. And then of course the muscular work internally and externally to calm down inflammation, to help those ligaments that are supporting your ovaries, your fallopian tubes, your uterus, your vagina. All of these things are drastically interconnected. And for women, they're typically just too tight. And that coordination and that tightness, the lack of coordination, I should say, and the tightness blocks blood flow. It causes pain. It increases inflammation. So if you have sex and it's painful, if using a tampon or the cup is painful, if periods are painful, if ovulation is painful, pelvic floor physical therapy and this visceral work can be incredibly supportive for you. So check it out. Make sure you find somebody in your area. If you need a recommendation, let me know, okay? So all of these things are really simple and basic, right? It's like, oh, Alison just healed her hormones because she stopped drinking wine, took some supplements, and now she's fine. And the honest answer is yes, it can be that simple. And the basic things can be the most healing. And sometimes we just have to go back to those foundations and then build upon them instead of just going to the very end and going, all right, we need these highly specialized things and these supplements and these programs. We just have to rebuild our bodies from the base up. And that's what my hormone focus was. So I'm going to include a link for the supplements I did talk about and the oils in here so you can get them with your discount and just start somewhere. And if you're looking for personalized help, this is the best time to schedule that free health assessment call with me, because starting in January of 2022, I will not be offering free health assessment calls. Plans and programs are changing. So this is the time to lock in your prices right now. It's the very last day of November. So you have all of December to get in, and you can find me on Facebook, shoot me a message, schedule online on my website, and get yourself taken care of. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you like and subscribe so you stay up with all of our weekly podcasts, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to Functional Wellness with Dr. Alison. If you would like personalized care and testing, you can schedule a free introductory consult with Dr. Alison online at Little Black Bag Medicine, or message us on Facebook at Little Black Bag Medicine. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.